game activation is live.
Welcome to the game. I'm Cookie, and I'll be facilitating today's nonsense. 2 players? Great. The faster the game goes, the sooner I can work on my porcelain doll collection. Let's do this. This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for fooling your opponent with your made-up answer. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. Alright, pick a category. It's not hard. You know what, we'll just stick with this one. Okay, here's your first question. The first and only dog to be given rank in the United States Armed Forces was named Sergeant Blank. Now, use your device to enter a bluff that you think will fool your opponent into thinking it's true. If you get stuck, for half the points you can use the Lie For Me button and get a suggestion. Do it now! Hurry! Hit the Lie For Me button if you can't think of something. Okay, here are your choices. Find the truth and enter it on your device. Pick something! Okay, what did everyone pick? And look what we have here. He served in World War II, presumably wearing 2 sets of dog tags. And we're done. Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and this ain't my first rodeo. I go to that next week. Whee! 2 players. Someone will win, someone will lose. The stakes couldn't be higher. Let's do this. This is round 1. You'll get 500 points for fooling your opponent with your lie, and you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. Time to pick a category. Okay, here's your first question. It's time for a road trip. While in Florence, New Jersey, be sure to check out the auto repair shop, which, according to its owner, has an operational toilet once owned by blank. Enter your lies now. Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, here you go. Find the truth. Okay, let's take a look. Well, don't you feel foolish? And nobody fell for this one. Select a category. Okay, here's the question. The unusual Chick and Sophie Major Memorial Scholarships are awarded to high school students who are good at blank. Type in your lies now. Hurry! Hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something. All right, where's the truth? Let's see what everybody selected. Well, you guys blew it. And nobody picked the other lies up there. Time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. In autumn 2013, a company that owns parking lots in England temporarily allowed drivers to pay for parking not with money, but with blank. Enter your lies now. Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, here are your choices. All right, let's see what everybody picked. And look what we have here. And that means this lie didn't get picked. This is round 2, which means all point values are doubled. Exciting! All right, pick a category. No, that's okay, I've got it. Okay, here's the question. It's time for a road trip. When on the Hawaiian island of Molokai, be sure to visit the Hula Hua post office where you're able to mail blank without using a package. Type in your lies now. Hurry! Hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something. Okay, which one's the truth? All right, who picked what? And nobody fell for some of these ingenious lies. Select a category. Well, we ain't waiting forever. Okay, here's the question. It's time for a celebrity tweet. 4:32 p.m., the 22nd of May, 2012. At Lindsay Lohan tweeted, "Blank is the best medicine." Enter your lies now. Okay, here are your choices. Let's see what everybody selected. Well, don't you feel foolish? Which explains why she's been so ill. And look at what we have left. One single, lonely, pitiful lie. Time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. It's time for a road trip. When in Port Vila, Vanuatu, be sure to check out their post office, which is unusual because it is blank. Type in your lies now. Hurry! Hit the lie for me button! Alright, where's the truth? Okay, let's take a look. Unlike American post offices that are just metaphorically underwater. And that means... it's time for the final fibbage. Just one final question, and it's worth triple. Good luck. Okay, here is your final fibbage question. Jimmy Hoffa's unusual middle name. Enter your lies now. Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, here you go. Find the truth. All right, let's see what everybody picked. And that's it. Nobody else's lies got picked.
It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. Komodo dragons are known to collect and keep discarded jewelry in their dens. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. There is a 12-mile stretch of highway in Dubai that's paved in crystal. Shakespeare had a son named Hamnet. Swanson released a line of chicken nuggets shaped like historical figures. Select Holiday Inn hotels offer human bed warmers who lay in your bed before you get in. Studies show left-handed people are more likely to be cross-eyed. Three of Columbia University's fraternities have been classified as gangs by the FBI. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round one. Here are your new fact categories. The lion mane jellyfish has the largest penis in the animal kingdom. Ben Franklin once called virginity the 8th deadly sin. Four people die from yawn asphyxiation each year in the U.S. George Gershwin helped compose the tune to the ABC song. Earwax was a recommended remedy for chapped lips. There is a dog sled lane on a highway in Alaska. Cheetahs have an incredibly low sperm count. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is St. Patrick's Day. Look out for the lies among these facts about St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated in February in Ireland. St. Patrick's Day was originally celebrated by fasting. St. Patrick wasn't Irish. Per Irish tradition, a baby born on St. Patrick's Day must drink a Guinness. Corona is the top-selling beer on St. Patrick's Day in the U.S. Corned beef is served on St. Patrick's Day to scare away ghost cows. Blue was originally the color of St. Patrick's Day. Let's see the final scores.
Game activation is live. We're set.
Attention, there are leftover French fries in the Jack Attack room. Leftover French fries in the Jack Attack room. However, it's just the small burnt ones. Thank you.
If we could refocus that light so that it's not in my face, that would be great. Refocus light number 17. Thank you.
And cue the nose blow sound effect.
Okay, is anybody listening to me right now?
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. Hi there, you two. So, which one of you is Rihanna and which one is Chris Brown? I'm sorry, too soon? There are your screws to get you started. If you think another player is clueless, screw them and make them answer immediately. If they miss it, you win extra cash. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
The San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. Okay, let's not waste any more time.
Get ready, time for question one.
Okay, to get things started, Bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Players 1 and 2. Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Here's one for you. His acting is alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well, if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? Player 1, time's running. Player 2, all wrong. Player 1, the Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
It's time for Brought to You by the letter Unibrow.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert. Player 1, watch the clock. Player 2, Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two eyebrows! That earned you an extra grand. And yet, none of them have ever blinked. How about Duck, Duck, Swan? Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette? Players 1 and 2. Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead. Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college. 5 fingers! Here's one I like to call The Man in the Backwards Yellow Hat, and it's a dis or dat. Player 1. Your score is the lowest, so why don't you play this dis or dat? I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the square button. If it's Curious George, press the circle button. Player 2. Choose your answer before Player 1, and if Player 1 gets it wrong and you get it right, that cash is yours. Alright, let's get started. Peed in a mop bucket. Broke his leg falling from a fire escape. Arrested. Fed a bugle to an ostrich. Forget George, I'm curious how someone could do this badly. I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. We've finished round 1. Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round 2. And don't forget, the wrong answer of the game is still there for the taking. Well, no time like the present. Next up, Dumber and Dumberer 2. So there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderest. Player 1, pick it up. Player 2. Now that's just the dumberest answer I ever heard. Why didn't you pick this? Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise. Player 1. No, but speaking of otter, get it? You just won the greatest hits of the San Francisco Otter Choir. Hailed as one of the top 3 otter choirs in the world, the San Francisco Otter Choir will astound you with their covers of Little Red Corvette and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Today's wrong answer of the game is accompanied by an $8,000 cash bonus. Have at it.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Coming up next, let it go, let it go, let it go. At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. Player 1, not much. Player 2. You may not know how temperatures work. Player 1. 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah, 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 he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
And on its way, Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Player 1, watch the time. Players 1 and 2. That answer has a hole in it. The correct answer is Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born. Probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Say hello to wine or lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Players 1 and 2. Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. And now, I want to lick and roll all night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep, or about 30 inches deep? Player 1, time's running out. Player 2. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see two clues that match, press the X button. 2,000 big ones if you're right, but you lose 2,000 if you're wrong. And most importantly, remember the clue. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck. Takes it! Player 1, you know, dozens of people come through here and post solid wins at this game, but none of them did it like you. They impressed me, and they're all here to say, you don't know Jack!
Introducing your face's new best friend. Say goodbye to dry skin and wrinkles.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Say hello to healthy, radiant, beautiful skin.
Well, hello there.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Because you're never too old to look 10 years younger.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
All new Virgin Blood Face Mask.
I can feel it working already.
No harsh chemicals, just 100% all natural blood from a dying virgin.
And a pinch of black magic.
Shh, don't tell tell anyone.
What price will you pay for youthful skin?
Anything! Kill her!
Virgin Blood face masks, only $10.99 a bottle.
That's actually really reasonable.